Wait, disgiving?
Thanksgiving.
Oh.
Hi friends! Welcome back to our channel. If you've never seen us before, hello! My name is Hope.
My name is Abby.
And we're the Disney Sisters.
Today we are participating in a giant collab called Disgiving because here in the US it is Thanksgiving. I don't know if you knew that, but this is where we're at. And this was all put on by our friend Jossum over at Awesome Jossum. There's like 20 plus channels participating.
Yeah, I think like 25, 26,
something like that. We'll try to link everybody in the description. And the point of this was to give you guys some of our favorite Thanksgiving recipes that have something of a Disney twist so that you can use some Disney in your Thanksgiving meal this year.
Yeah, and we are super excited and honored to be a part of this collab. And if you are a subscriber of ours and this video popped up in your subscription feed, you may be wondering where we are, because I don't believe we have ever filmed in this location, ever. This is our kitchen, the Disney Sisters kitchen, and we are very outside of our comfort zone here. We don't normally do cooking videos, but we thought it would be fun to join in on this collab, and because Jossum invited us, we knew that we had to do this, and we're just excited to get to share some holiday cheer with you.
Yeah.
Now, our very first disclaimer, I feel like it just needs to be addressed. What are you wearing?
Okay, so I had this discussion this morning. I was like, would it be weird if I wore my Santa hat? Because, you know, here's the thing. In this household, November 1st is Christmas. We take about a 2-day break for Thanksgiving, and then we're straight back to Christmas. So, frankly, it's Christmas in my mind. So, here we are.
And usually on Thanksgiving Day, we actually go over to our grandparents, and that's where we have the ginormous Thanksgiving meal. And usually when we go over there and start cooking the meal, while it's in the oven and cooking and all of that, we actually set up their Christmas decorations at their house. Ours have already been up for a few weeks at that point, but we set up their decorations, and so Thanksgiving and Christmas go hand in hand for us and our family.
Also, this hat just gives me confidence. Seriously, I feel confident in this hat. It's great.
Love that.
Anyway, so that's why I'm doing this.
Now, I think the most important thing has yet to happen. We need to suit up.
Aprons on. There we go.
Much better. We have a large collection of Disney aprons, so we just decided to model a few of them for you today.
Mine has Figment on it. It's very exciting.
Of course it does. Of course it does.
Would you expect anything else?
Nope. So the recipes that we are actually sharing with you guys today are based on holiday leftovers.
Yep.
So one of our favorite things, I dare say maybe our favorite thing, more so than the actual meal, is the leftovers afterwards. And our family takes our leftovers very seriously. And so we decided that you guys are going to be having 20 some odd wonderful holiday recipes that our friends are sharing with you. And so we thought it might be fun to share what you do with those leftovers the day after. So we are deciding to make a Mickey waffle brunch feast featuring the holiday food leftovers from the day before.
I'm so excited.
We're making Mickey waffles for you. We're going to share our favorite scratch recipe, which will be in the description, as well as a box mix recipe of how to make Mickey waffles. And then we're going to give you 3 dip, sandwich, and like sauce ways that you can eat those Mickey waffles while using the leftovers in your fridge.
Oh yeah.
The first waffle recipe that we are sharing with you guys today is a cinnamon apple waffle compote, if you're getting fancy, but really it's just like a sauce that you can eat with your waffles.
A topping?
A topping, what do they call that? Like, yeah, I guess like, okay, I guess.
A thing you put on top of it. It makes it yummy, yay.
Yay! It makes it delicious. And you can use the baked apples from the day before, or in our case, we're going to make them because we didn't have apples yesterday.
I wish we had apples yesterday.
Me too.
The second recipe that we are going to be sharing with you is inspired by my personal favorite, Disney Springs Earl of Sandwich recipe, which is the holiday turkey sandwich, and it is the best. So good. And they've had it all year since last Thanksgiving time, and it's everything.
And we've already had it this holiday season already.
I've had it like all year, so yes. And essentially we're going to put some of the leftover turkey, some leftover gravy, stuffing, cranberries into a bit of a sandwich with waffles on either side, so you can just... It sounds great. I can't wait. I'm really hungry, I'm excited.
And the third waffle recipe that we are going to be making with you guys is going to be a pumpkin pie cream spread to spread on top of your waffles.
Yeah.
Without further ado, let's get to cooking. So the first recipe that we are diving on into is going to be the cinnamon apple waffles. So the recipe is honestly really simple, and if you already have baked apples from the day before, you can just use those. But since we don't have those, we're going to be making it from scratch. So we have 4 Gala apples. You can really use any kind of sweet apple that you have. We wouldn't recommend using the sour apples because I have no idea what that would taste like. But recommend the sweet apples. We have 4, so we need to peel and chop them into pieces. Let's go. Lots of bruises because they're oh, come out of my knees! Whoa! You don't have to be super fancy with how you chop these because we're going to mash them after we cook them, so they don't have to be perfect. Alright, so I have my apples cut and peeled, so there are the 4 apples right here, and we're going to go ahead and steam them to cook them. But if you don't have a steamer, or if you don't, steaming's not really your thing, you can also bake them in the oven. But we have an electric steamer back there, so we can just pop them in, turn on the steamer, and they will steam behind us while we get started on the waffles. You're just going to sprinkle them with a little bit of cinnamon, mostly to taste, so however much you want to do, and then pop them into the steamer. So they're in there for 20 minutes. You just want to do it until they're nice and soft. Alrighty, so now on to the most important part of all of these recipes, and that is the Mickey waffles. So we have a Mickey waffle iron. This was actually purchased from Box Lunch. This one is, I think it's like $74.99 retail, so it's the nicer one. We did not pay that for it because, you know, Box Lunch money, but
it's currently on Shop Disney.
You can buy it on Shop Disney as well. We can put a link to it if you want to purchase this one. We love this one. It works so well, and it's the closest thing that we found to actual Mickey waffles that are in the parks. So we love this one. We did have the cheaper one before this one, and it just did not work. Like, literally, it was awful. So don't get that one. Go for this one if you're going to get one. But the waffle mix that we're using today is this one. We're using the Annie's Homegrown Pancake and Waffle Mix. Now, if you're making the waffle batter from scratch, we have a really great recipe that's actually our family's recipe. Our great-grandmother originally made it, and we love to make that one when we're making waffles from scratch, so we can put that recipe down in the description. But since we're doing like a Thanksgiving brunch type thing, we realized that you've probably all cooked like an immense amount the day before, and so if you want like an easy, quick waffle mix, this is a great one, and it tastes very similar to the waffles that are in the parks. At least we feel. Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and mix this waffle mix up, and be right back.
Always wash your hands after dealing with an egg.
Very, very good tips here on the Disney Sisters.
No salmonella here, no thank you.
Just trying to keep everyone safe, you know. So for this boxed waffle mix, it's just the waffle mix, milk, 1 egg, and 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. So pretty straightforward. You can definitely do it even if you're exhausted from cooking all day the day before. You can go ham. Go ham.
Go ham.
No, not ham. Not ham. Not ham.
You said ham.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
We have turkey for Thanksgiving, ham for Christmas. Typically.
It's true.
In this family. Leftover Christmas ham sandwiches are literally my favorite thing. My family makes fun of me because I look forward to them every single year.
Yeah. You look forward to them.
I look forward to the leftovers
full
every year.
day until the day after.
Literally, yeah. Ham the day of Christmas is just not the same as ham on a sandwich the day after Christmas. I don't know how to explain it. It's just the way it is.
True. So I'm going ahead and preheating the waffle iron. So this one has double-sided heat plates, so you can actually make 6 Mickey waffles at a time, which is great because it actually takes less time to cook more waffles. So I'm preheating it, and then we will go ahead and spray it down. Be sure you spray it with cooking spray before you pour the waffles in, or otherwise they are very hard to get out and they stick to the iron. So
You don't want
do
that.
that.
Right. How much?
Perfect.
How is it supposed to be?
You just want to try to get as many clumps out as possible, but that looks pretty darn good.
Thanks.
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 I tried.
You tried really hard. Yeah, boy! Look at that hero move. Up! Amazing. Amazing, stunning, stellar, iconic.
Thanks.
You're welcome. We're gonna pause and make some waffles, and we'll be back shortly. Waffle time, it's waffle time. Waffle time, it's waffle time.
So then you close it, lock it,
Flip.
and rotate. And then you wait for them to finish cooking. Also, check out our super cute Be Our Guest platter from the parks.
When I say our
Perfect waffle
family,
plate.
it's Disney obsessed.
We mean it. Look at this! Do these not look delicious?
We got waffles.
We got waffles.
We got waffles.
So this box mix, when you make it, it makes about 18-ish waffles. It makes like 2.5 batches in the waffle iron, which is plenty for one meal as a family, or for us, testing lots of different options. Do these not look amazing? And they smell so good. Now I must get my susha. Come on.
I'm here.
Okay, alright. That was
You know how to get my attention. It's sing into the unknown.
We're gonna go ahead and get started on our special toppings and things to go with the waffles. So we steamed the apples with the cinnamon, so they are now in a bowl. And we're gonna add a 1/2 cup of sugar and then mash them with a fork. Do you wanna get out your ingredients for your turkey sandwiches
Oh, sure. I'll do that.
while I mash?
Yeah.
This is seriously Abby's thing. The leftovers of the turkey sandwich into a waffle sandwich. That's her jam.
So excited.
Okay, so I'll just go ahead and show this really fast and then we can get into yours. Okay, so I just finished mashing all of the apples together. They don't look super good right now, but they smell incredible.
So good.
And we're going to pour a 1/2 cup of granulated white sugar, 1/2 cup, into the bowl with the apples and stir it
You
together.
really can't go too wrong, can you? It's apples, sugar, and cinnamon. I mean...
Best day ever. All right, so now it's time to plate our apples. So we're just gonna grab a few Mickey waffles. Look how cute these are. I love these. Okay. And then you could just scoop 1/4 cup of our apples right on top. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And then just finish with a tiny sprinkle of cinnamon.
Wow, she's getting fancy in here.
Getting fancy.
Look at
There
that.
you are.
Yum!
I'm gonna show you up close and then we'll dig into it. You've got your cinnamon sauce, cinnamon apples, on top of your Mickey waffles. You want to get a fork and try them?
Heck yeah, I want to try them. I'm starving. Let's do this.
Honestly.
Cooking while you're hungry is never a good idea, but here we are doing it anyway. All right.
Just gotta cut off like that part.
Yeah. Excuse me.
So you get a little bit of everything. You gotta get the apples, gotta get the waffle,
the cinnamon.
I mean, honestly, you can't go wrong with this one.
I know.
Because it's sugar, it's apples, it's cinnamon, so it tastes like fall.
Oh, it's delicious.
And then when you get that Mickey waffle in there, it's like the perfect mix.
That tastes really good.
And really, really easy.
Yeah. All right.
All right. To the next recipe. And this is where Abby's expertise comes in.
Recipe number 2.
Of leftovers.
Yes, it's true. I am the queen of leftovers. I feel like that's my favorite thing. Who needs the first meal if you could just eat the leftovers, really, is my question. But anyway.
60% of the leftovers go to this one.
I'll eat on Thanksgiving dinner for literally a week after Thanksgiving dinner.
It's the best because you can eat
so
it
good.
so many different ways.
It's true. So we've got leftover cranberry sauce, leftover gravy, leftover turkey, and some leftover stuffing. So
this is what I call a lot of work yesterday turned into a lot of deliciousness today.
We'll be right back. We're gonna go heat all this up again because it just came out of the fridge. So reheat time! So we've heated up our leftovers. We've got some stuffing and some turkey on here. We've got the gravy still in this bowl because we're gonna pour some on top. And then we've got some cranberry sauce right here. Not heated. Don't heat that. That doesn't sound.
I mean,
very
you
tasty.
could.
You can do what you want. Like if
Let
you want to
us
heat
know
it.
in a comment below. Do you heat your cranberry jelly or do you eat it cold? Because I know some people do it either way.
Yeah.
Let us know.
I
We're
think
curious.
we tend to do it like room temperature. I don't think we usually.
We just
have
let it sit and then eat it that temperature.
And it's fine.
Is
Anyway,
that weird? I don't know.
You guys let us know. Is that weird? Probably. Let's be real. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take some waffles.
Okay.
One waffle. One waffle.
Each.
So we're gonna take some turkey, sliced turkey, and put it right on there. Do 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 do.
You can use your fingers.
Yeah, I'm putting more turkey. Fill in that ear right there. There we go. Okay. Then we're gonna take some stuffing and just pile that on there. Yum yum yum. It escaped. We say no.
These are not going to be the cleanest sandwiches you've
No,
ever
but
eaten.
they are going to be tasty. I will tell you that right now. And then we're going to take a little bit of gravy.
Ooh.
Right on there. Shh, I'm going to go wash my hands in a second. But, and then a little bit of cranberry jelly right on top. And put another waffle right on there.
Give it the smush.
Okay, I wasn't going to give it the smush, but
Oh,
the smush is a choice that you can make.
Look.
Look at that.
Guys,
Check that out.
look at that. You got the cranberry jelly, turkey, stuffing, and gravy all on there. Does that not look so good? Can I just eat it?
Yeah, you know what? Go for it.
You can make the other one. I'm just going
it.
to eat it. Oh my gosh.
How is my creation? I feel a little mad scientist-y, but it's great.
Oh my gosh. It tastes just like the holiday turkey sandwich.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm so excited.
But I actually like it even slightly better because the waffles have a slight sweetness to them, not a lot, but just enough to like leave you with a little sweet bite at the end. Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Mmm.
My mad genius at work.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Excuse me while I go eat this entire thing. BRB.
Everything's falling.
It's a little bit messy,
I'm going
but
for this.
so is the turkey sandwich. Is it not so good?
Oh yeah.
In these moments, I realize you have a good idea, and sometimes it doesn't come out exactly the way you plan.
But
And then sometimes it comes out even better than you planned.
That's
the moment we're having right now. And like, look, like if you look at that, You have all 4 or 5 layers right in there.
That's a beautiful one. That first one was good.
It really was. You did good.
Thank you.
So good. All right. Well, we're going to enjoy this. And we'll be right back for recipe number 3. Alrighty. That was incredibly delicious.
That was so good.
So worth pausing to just eat those. But now we're here for the 3rd and final waffle recipe of this video. So, do you want to go ahead and get the ingredients out of the fridge?
You got it.
I will explain. So we are also using leftovers for this recipe as well. And this one, we're using one of those leftover items that I feel like most of us just don't ever eat. It just kind of sits in the fridge until it goes bad and then you throw it out. At least that's what happens in our family.
We're talking
and
about
that is
pumpkin
the pumpkin pie. So if you are somebody who makes your own pumpkin pie, you can use the filling of that pie, or that filling, whatever you have left to make this. Or for us, we buy our pumpkin pie, so we're actually going to use the innards of the pumpkin pie that we bought. As you could tell, we thoroughly enjoyed this yesterday. So we've got about a little less than a half a pie left, but that's what we're going to be using today. And we're going to be making a pumpkin pie cream spread. So this is something that you can take on a knife and spread it on top of your waffle and eat it almost like a cream cheese spread or something like that. So we're going to be using the food processor. So this is the one that we have, so we're just going to be using that. And it's really easy. It's 3 ingredients and super, super simple. It's pumpkin pie or pumpkin pie filling, whichever you have in the fridge, heavy whipping cream, and water.
Yep.
That's it.
Very simple.
Literally. And the coolest thing about this, especially if you use the whole pie, is that all of the seasonings and things that are already in the pie are going to flavor this spread. So you really don't even have to add anything extra. If you want to add a dash of cinnamon, you could do that as well if you just really like cinnamon. But we find that the flavor of this is like perfect because it's already baked into a pie. So we're going to start by putting the pie into our food processor. And I guess today, since we're making it for the both of us, I'll use maybe 2 pieces worth of the
about a quarter
pie.
of this little pie.
Right. Yeah, and this is actually a smaller pie than I think what normal pie size is.
Yeah.
So here's where you have an option, and we'll show you both spreads at the end with the difference in texture. You can either blend the pie, the entire thing, with crust and filling, or you could just take the filling part out and use the creamy filling instead of the crust. If you happen to have extra pie filling from when you made your own pie, you can just use that. Obviously, it'll be a lot creamier. So we're going to just take the innards out of the pie and not use the crust, but we actually like it both ways. We've done it both ways, and we like it. It just, when you use the crust, it makes it a little bit more textured. So if you're somebody who likes texture in your food, that might be great.
If you like a graham cracker type kind of
like the ones
grit
that
to
have,
it, that sounds wrong.
No,
That's
not
the
grit,
right word.
but it's got a little bit of like texture. It's not completely smooth. Then you could
Use
do
the
that
crust,
one. So, but we're just going to use the innards for this. So I just take a knife and scoot around the crust. I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, okay. And then just pull out the chunks of the filling. So you get the filling and just pop it right into our food processor. And the nice thing is, because this pie has been in the fridge for a few days already, it's really easy to break it apart. I feel like if it was fresh, it might be a little bit more of a struggle.
Yeah.
And then we need 1/4 cup of heavy whipping cream. I love heavy whipping cream so much. It's like literally what ice cream is made of. But it's so wonderful. Look at this. Ready for that moment?
Yes.
And then we're going to use 2 tablespoons of water to help it blend. And that's it. So we're going to put the lid on the food processor and blend it up. Alright, so I usually start mine on low until it starts to get mixed and then hit it to high so that it really blends it. If you're using the crust, you might want to pulse a little bit first to kind of break up the crust and then blend so that you don't have like massive chunks of crust in your spread. Okay, so, oh my gosh, it's perfect! Check it out. So it'll look something along this line. So it's going to be really smooth and a little bit thick, and that's what you want it to be. And then we're going to move it into a ramekin and put it in the fridge for a few hours. So it should look something like this. Now you can see there's a little bit of movement to it because it's a little bit loose. So that's why we're gonna put it into the refrigerator for a few hours. This is no secret to anyone because the colors of the ramekins are different. But we did.
Do you feel like Food Network star yet?
Yeah, I kind of do actually.
There you go. That's the point.
So we went ahead and made these earlier so we could show you what they look like chilled. And so we made actually 2 different versions to show you how they look with the crust and without the crust. So, when they come out of the fridge, they look something like these. And the cool thing with this too is that you can use these for multiple days. So if you have them for like breakfast over waffles or toast or something like that, you can continue to use them. But do keep in mind that it's not going to last in the fridge that long because just like the pumpkin pie wouldn't last in the fridge, these you kind of want to eat somewhat quickly so that they don't go bad. So this is what it looks like after it's come out of the fridge. So you can tell it's definitely firmer and has a little bit of a gloss to it. And then this is what the one looks like with the crust. Now I know that that's not very appealing. It doesn't look super good, but this one actually does have a little bit of a richer flavor because it has the seasoning that was in the crust. So just a little bit of a difference between those two, but they're both very delicious. So for the sake of this video, we're gonna use the creamy one because that's what we just made. So now it's time to assemble the spread onto our waffles. Third and final waffle recipe. I'm going to use the smoother one. And so you can see it just smooths right in to the carving of the waffle.
Yum.
Look at that. So it almost works kind of like a cream cheese spread that you would have on top of the
It's
waffle.
very reminiscent of a cream cheese with pumpkin spice in it.
Yeah. Ready? Cheers! Mmm.
Oh yeah.
And this makes my pumpkin spice heart so happy. Because you have the pumpkin. It really does taste like a chilled pumpkin pie or like a pumpkin cream. Because it has all the seasonings that are inside the pie. And then you have the pumpkin. And then when you chill it, it becomes the perfect spread.
Yum!
Alright y'all, so that is it for our disgiving collab today. A huge thank you to Jossum for inviting us to participate in this collab.
Like I said earlier, we will link everybody's channels down below so you can go and get some more Thanksgiving inspiration.
Yeah, and we hope that you enjoyed these 3 recipes that we shared with you today. Let us know in a comment down below if you're going to try any of these. Which one looks like it tastes the most delicious? I know we're not food plating experts, so don't just look at how it looks. Look at how we think that it tastes. We hope that you enjoyed this video. It was very outside of our comfort zone, but we hope that to our subscribers that you guys enjoyed seeing this different angle. And if you're new here, consider subscribing because we'd love to have you join our Disney family.
We don't normally cook though. So.
Yes, you're pretty safe there. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up.
Subscribe down below for more Disney magic. Be
sure to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos from us.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye! And happy Disgiving!
Happy Disgiving!
Happy Dis! I can't squat. Okay, wait.
This is going well.
It's hard.
Hand washing time.
Commence.
Hand me another paper towel. I'm dripping. I'm dripping on the counter. Ah! No! I know. It's the end of the world as I know it.
Is it deep?
Hello, I'm Abby, your local hot mess chef.